In Sweden, we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and in my family, our traditions are very, very simple. We gather the whole family to eat together, and then in the evening, we play board games and watch Christmas movies, eat snacks, and take well-deserved naps after all the food. It's very simple, it's food focused, as a lot of holidays all over the world, and it still has that really Christmassy feel to it. Celebrating Christmas abroad can look very different though, and throughout this video I'm also sharing little snippets of other foreigners who are celebrating their Christmas here in China. And first out is Yvonne from the channel Go Yvonne, and her Christmas story is from the very first year she celebrated Christmas in China.
Miriam asked me to share something about Christmas, and I decided to share a funny story. It was actually the very first year that I celebrated Christmas here in China, and it was just after 3 or 4 months that I had arrived here. And at the time I did not speak a single word of Chinese. That is very important to know before I continue with the story. I was working at a training center, at an English training center, and the owner of the school had decided that it would be a great thing if I would present a Chinese poem at the annual Christmas party. One of the students of the school was reciting an English poem. He had been rehearsing for days and days, and another student was playing the violin. And then there was me, standing there in front of like a lot of students and parents trying to recite, I guess, a Chinese poem. So yeah, pretty awkward, right? I had no clue on what I was saying, how to pronounce anything, and I don't think anyone understood what I was saying. I mean, I had no idea, so let alone they understood what I was saying. So that was my first experience with Christmas here in China. Right now, I definitely stepped up my Christmas game. I can speak Chinese also, and yeah, Christmas is just a whole different experience now.
I know Yvonne recently posted a Christmas video, so I will link it up below. My first year celebrating Christmas in China, I spent time with some other fellow exchange students, eating pizza and wearing Christmassy diadems. And the second year I spent Christmas in China, last year, I tried to make it a little bit more Swedish, a little bit more traditionally Swedish, but I still felt like I missed out a little bit on the Christmas spirit, which I focused on a lot this year, with music and decorations and just creating a Christmassy atmosphere. And I really want to thank a lot of you guys for helping me with that. We're not giving Christmas gifts this year, Yohong and I, and not even to San because he doesn't really understand, and he just got a lot of toys from a friend, so he doesn't really need anything. So I saved a few of the Christmas cards as just for myself as a little Christmas gift, so I can open it now. So I'm gonna do that. I couldn't help myself though, I had to open some of them before. Thank you, Huayi. And she's been in Sweden. This one is from Nadine, who is one of my patrons. Here's a little packet from Latvia. This is so nice. Merry Christmas! So now back to the ones I haven't opened yet. Warm wishes. I know some people have sent this and it will take a long time, so I will not draw a winner until January. I love this. This flower is called Blokin. Hi Miriam, wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. To me from Germany. Thank you. I just want to send everyone a little gift. but I just don't have the money. One day maybe I will. Christmas tree! It's a winter wonderland. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I mentioned in one of my first videos that I wanted to have a Christmas tree if I could find one, and 2 subscribers sent me Christmas trees. How amazing is that? And we decorated this one with little Chinese lanterns, which I think was really cute. And of course with some dried oranges. I also put the little paper hearts in the tree, but they broke because I put candy in them, and San saw that, so he took them down with force. Finding a Christmas tree in China is obviously not as easy as it is finding it in a country that widely celebrates Christmas. And here comes a little video greeting from Ben Cubbage, who has also a YouTube channel where he usually posts videos, travel videos, and just wonderful nature videos from Qinghai, from this province, and also neighboring provinces.
Hey, this is Ben Cubbage, and I have lived in Western China now for 10 years in Xining, in Qinghai province. And this is our little Christmas tree here. In China, of course, it's quite hard to get a real Christmas tree. It's very difficult to cut your own Christmas tree in China, so we bought our tree on Taobao. So initially we bought this tree on Taobao. It's only about 1 meter tall, and it's a little disappointing. So then we bought this other tree here. Okay, this is not what color we thought we bought. Santa in the Christmas box?
Yeah.
Oh, show me Santa.
Hello, I love you.
Hi, Santa.
Celebrating another Christmas in China means making another Swedish Christmas dinner, or Swedish-inspired Christmas dinner in China again. And although decorations and music and all that is important, on Christmas Eve when we celebrate, food is the center of attention, and it starts in the morning. It's Christmas morning here in our little village in Qinghai, northwestern China, and we were in bed until like 8:30 in the morning, which is quite late for us, but it was really nice to just have a sleep in, and now we're gonna have breakfast. And in Sweden for Christmas breakfast we usually have a rice porridge with milk and rice porridge, and that's what I'm going to do here. It's just a Christmas must. And I'm also going to have some bread. I made some saffron bread earlier. Vad ska vi göra?
Baka.
Ska vi baka? Vad ska vi baka för någonting då?
Mormor baka.
Ska vi baka mormor?
Baka.
Ja. This bread is actually inspired by the bread I made with my mother-in-law last year, which was a saffron bread, and we added raisins and goji berries and walnuts. Then we also bought some really nice bread, one of those really dark breads, and that's going to be another part of our Christmas breakfast. Might be just me and Young Hong having breakfast though, because Sansan is already eating his leftovers from yesterday. Vad äter du, Sansan? classic Swedish Christmas dinner includes meatballs, it includes sausages and a big ham and pickled herring and a lot of meat. But me being a vegetarian, I just stick to the staples and to my veggies. I asked Nico to join in this video too. She's been living with her husband in China now for over 4 years. I think she misses the food quite a lot, but it also seems like they have quite a good plan for how to deal with it.
Hi guys, I'm Nico from the channel Nico Films. I make videos with my husband about living here in China. This will be our 3rd year we've spent Christmas in China because last year we actually went home. I'm from the UK, so we went back to the UK for Christmas. I actually didn't tell my mum, so it was a surprise as well, and we just got to experience a lot of Christmas traditions that we'd been really missing for the past few years. To me, Christmas is all about food, and Christmas dinner to me is like the best meal of the year. I love a Sunday roast, which is a really popular thing to have in the UK every week. So you'd have a roast meat and you'll have like maybe 3 different types of veg, but I love vegetables. So Christmas Day, you get to have this, but like times 10, which is just amazing. This year, obviously we're in China, it's gonna be a little bit different. We can't keep up the same traditions because there's only 2 of us and we have quite a very small oven. So what we're going to do is we're going to make something in the slow cooker and then lots of roasted vegetables because they're our favorite part of Christmas dinner. Hopefully I'll make a Yorkshire pudding as well because to me, that tops it off perfectly. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I'm excited to do something a little bit different because you can't get that complete festive feel if you're away from home because obviously it's going to be different. So I kind of say embrace the change and maybe start your own traditions.
So my requirements for this year is that it's firstly not too complicated or time consuming, and secondly, because I'm a Swedish living in China, I wanted to reflect both countries. So I want the food to be kind of a mix of both. So now let me introduce you to the food I'm planning to make today. In Sweden, we eat potatoes for Christmas, usually kind of plain boiled potatoes. And then we have one version which is called Janssons frestas, which is potatoes and fish baked in the oven, very creamy. But I don't eat meat, but I found a vegetarian version that I'm going to try. And we actually also have some leftover mashed potato from yesterday that I don't mind eating again. And rice is the staple food in the south of China, not in the northwest, but it's still very common here nowadays, and I'm going to make that tonight. But I will add a little bit of a Swedish Christmas feeling to it, flavor, because I'm adding some saffron, and then to make it look nicer, because of the yellow saffron, it will be really nice to add some goji berries. And these are local goji berries from Qinghai, from this province. And then of course some bread as well, which is both a staple food in Sweden and here. So I'm gonna have some of my mother-in-law's yobing that we usually have for Chinese New Year as well. And then I made a saffron bread. And then we're also having some really nice dark bread, German bread that we got from a Chinese-German couple in Beijing. In Sweden we also eat Brussels sprouts, but I can't find Brussels sprouts here, but I found this, which is a little similar. We had that last year as a replacement for Brussels sprouts. I don't remember. I know a lot of people wrote to me what it was last time. Can't remember, but I'm gonna cook them. Now I didn't get my hands on the curly kale that we had last year, but that's my fault because I didn't even try. Instead I'm just gonna make something green for the Christmas dinner, which is gonna be these. There are a few things that are tricky to make here and they're tricky to find, like sour cream and pickled beetroot, which together makes a really, really nice beetroot salad. But I do have tons of beet that we grew in our garden, and I'm gonna be using them to make something else. And then we have the meatballs that I usually substitute with vegetarian meatballs in Sweden. I'm gonna do that here too. My husband has already prepared the base for his veggie ball recipe that I really love. So he's just gonna fry them. I'm gonna put a broccoli in the oven too. I don't know if that's very typical for Christmas, but it's nice. Put some cheese on it. And then the eggs. We always eat boiled eggs for Christmas. I have actually saved eggs, the last eggs of my chickens, because now they're not laying eggs because of winter. But unfortunately, quite a few of them are cracked, so I don't really have that many eggs. It's like half an egg each. And then we actually have some leftovers that we're also going to heat up. And it is a very simple Christmas dinner, but I know it will satisfy me, and I hope it will satisfy the family too. I am now regrouping myself. I've been cooking for quite a few hours. The thing is, we only have one stove that works. We can only do one thing at a time. So I'm not going to boil the eggs. That's going to be 3 more dishes I need to do. The Brussels sprout, the meatball, and then the beetroot.
Good jul! Jag älskar dig, Miriam!
谢谢老公。
再说一下 Good jul!
Good you.
Merry Christmas! Good you!
Good jul!
Merry
Merry
Christmas!
Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!